Hello and welcome to McCormick Gymnasium on the campus of Shanley High School for a North Dakota High School basketball matchup between the Wahpeton Huskies and the Shanley Deacons. I'm Braden Altringer, joined alongside my partner, Anthony Hollingsworth. After a message from our Deacon partners, we will break this game down and actually get into the game itself.
This broadcast is presented by American Family Insurance, Ken Craft Agency, Bell Bank, Beyond Boundaries Therapy Services, Butler Machinery, Ed's Marine, the Fargo Jet Center, First International Bank and Trust, Forum Communications, Haley's Hope, Hurley's Religious Goods, Luther Family Buick GMC, Master Construction, Moore Engineering, Network Center, Northern Improvement, Off the Wall Advertising, Robert Gibb and Sons, Sanford, Shields, Taxman, TCI Insurance, and Wolf Steel Construction.
Hello and welcome back. Again, my name is Braden Altringer, and I'm joined alongside my partner, Anthony Hollingsworth, and this is Girls Basketball on Shanley TV. Well, Anthony, we have a great matchup in store for us tonight with two teams that are coached really well and two teams that do have a couple games under the belt, with the Wahpeton Huskies being 0-1 with a tough loss against Valley City last week, and the Deacons having 2 wins against West Fargo and the St. Mary Saints. That doesn't really matter, though, as this is a new day and a new game for both teams, and we are looking forward to it as much as you guys are. Anthony, with two excellent teams here, who are your players to key in on for both teams?
Well, for the Deacons, I think it's important to keep an eye on Riley Payne tonight. She's been great outside the three-point line and great down in the paint, and just been a great leader on the team for the past couple games. And over on Wahpeton, they've got a 4-year varsity veteran, Cassie DeVillers, a senior, who I think will be a great show of leadership for the Huskies.
I couldn't agree more with you there, Anthony. Great picks there for both teams. And before we get started here, folks, we do have some starting lineups for you, as the Lady Huskies will go with Kerr, Pithy, DeVries, Kaler, and DeVillers. On the other side, the Deacons will match up with Huber, Mattern, Payne, Manuel, and Hakeem. Well, folks, we are just a few moments away here from girls basketball on Shanley TV from Fargo, North Dakota, and we have a great one in store for you. Anthony, any final remarks before we get into the game itself?
On Tuesday, the Deacons had a hard time starting out the game. I think it's really important that they start right out of the gate, making shots and following in fluid action.
I couldn't agree more with you there, as both teams need to get out to a good start, as the Deacons are known for having a tough atmosphere here, as it does look a little sparse, though, with some snow falling outside here on a cold Thursday in Fargo. Looks like the tip will be Payne and Kaler there in the middle. That will be DeVries, number 23 for the Huskies. And as the ball goes up, we are underway here from Fargo Shanley with girls basketball, as Manuel leads the Deacons offense here, looking for someone to find, and she does find Hakeem up top, who is guarded closely there by number 3, Kerr. In the corner there, that's Mattern. Nice drive there. Puts up a left-hand layup, not able to finish, and we are going to have a foul on the rebound there, as it looks like they will get a foul on Mattern there, which will be her first personal and first on the Deacons of the evening. Deacons playing some full court pressure here, and the Wahpeton Huskies able to break it, as Kerr does mishandle the ball there a little bit, but is able to settle it down and get over to the point guard, Pithy. Huskies setting up their offense on the top of the key there. Back to Pithy, guarded by Huber. Deacons playing that 3-2 zone that they're known for, as well as you'll expect to see a lot of matchups tonight for them, as they'll play several different defenses here on the defensive end. 3 up there for the Huskies, not able to connect, but they do get the offensive board with a new shot clock for the Lady Huskies. Inside pass there, stolen by the Deacons. That'll be Huber that comes away with it and pushes the Deacons right away up the floor. Huber to Mattern right on top of the free throw line. Into the corner for Payne with an open 3. Not able to connect, as she almost hits the top of the backboard there. Not a usual sighting for Payne. Looks like we are going to have a turnover, though, as it will go off the Huskies. It will be Deacons basketball just a little over a minute into tonight's contest. Huber now with the ball, bringing it across the half-court line for the Deacons. Payne right into Hakeem. Looks down low, back to Payne, up top for Huber. Open three, decides not to take it, gives it back to Payne. And that one will not go as well as a little dry spurt for both teams, as we have not had a successful shot attempt here tonight. Nice move there by Huber. She's able to connect on the two-point layup, and that'll get scoring underway here from McCormick Gymnasium. Deacons playing a tough pressure defense here in the backcourt, as we are going to have a block shot there by Huber, or at least a tough deflection. Huber bringing the ball up the court, looks down low for Hakeem. Nice pass there as Hakeem is able to corral, but unable to finish. And how important is it for the Deacons to capitalize on those easy baskets, as they're not going to get a lot of looks down low tonight?
That's incredibly important. Anytime you're given a chance to score, you got to take advantage of it.
Huskies now inbounding the ball underneath the Deacons hoop, able to get it in there, as the Deacons are trying to put some pressure on there. They almost force a turnover, but are not able to do so. Huskies settling the ball down here, gives it back out to 3Care to set up the offense. Coach Brian Watson calling the play he wants, as he is a very, very well coach here in the EDC. A lot of respect from all the other coaches, so expect to hear a lot from him getting his offense in the right spot here, as we have another turnover for the Huskies. Almost a turnover there for the Deacons, but it looks like the referee will call a foul there as Mattern tries to come down with the ball. And that will be on number 12, Sam Pithy, and that will be her first of the game. First foul on the Huskies tonight. Shot up there by Manuel, not able to get it to go, but able to get the board, but turns it right over to a couple of Huskies there. Brian Watson telling his team to get going out in transitions, as Deacons are struggling to get back here. Nice poke away by Huber, and Manuel able to come up with the steal from Huber. Deacons with a 5-on-4 here, see if they can use it. Nice pass from Huber to Payne, not able to connect, able to get the board, and there will be a foul on the play. Anthony, how big is it to connect on your free throws once you get to that line?
Absolutely important. Again, same thing with before. If you're ever given an opportunity to score, you got to capitalize on it.
They are going to call that foul on number 24, Jordan Kaler, her first of the game, second on the Huskies, as Payne's first attempt is good. Second attempt for Payne is up, and that is also good. So it goes 2 for 2 to line and extends the lead to 4 points for the Deacons. Care leading the Wahpeton's offense, gives it over to number 12, Pithy. Jump ball. No, they will not call a jump ball, as Mo Hakeem is able to get up and get the ball for the Deacons. Little transition here for the Deacons. Huber, nice pass into Hakeem. They are going to get a 2-point basket there, as Brian Watson wants a timeout for the Huskies. Looks like we are going to have a 30-second timeout on the floor. What do the Wahpeton Huskies need to do to get their offense flowing here tonight?
They need to shut down in the paint. We've made a lot of layups tonight, and so far they haven't done a whole lot to shut that down.
On the replay here, we see Huber leading the Deacons offense up the court. Nice pass here to Hakeem, and Hakeem's able to finish. Has been struggling a little bit, but it looks like she is going to be able to figure that one out, and that'll be a huge asset for the Deacons, with Emily Strama being out for the second game in a row with an injury to her foot or lower leg area. I'm not exactly sure if it is her foot. There was some talks about how it might be her calf, but I'm not too sure, so I don't want to say anything positive, as I could be mistaken. Huskies now inbounding the ball with about 15 minutes left in the first half. Able to break the press is number 24, Jordan Kaler. Does an excellent job. Drive down low. Not able to connect, though, as the Deacons get the rebound and push out in transition. Hakeem down low again. Nice pass out to Madden for a long two. Able to connect, which extends the lead once again to 8 points. And the Huskies are still scoreless with about 4 minutes into this game. Looks like we are going to have a block called here on the near side. That will be the first personal on Olivia Manuel, second on the Deacons this evening. It'll be Husky basketball on the near side here. Deacons staying in that 3-2 zone. Up top for Kaler. Over to Pithy. Back to Kaler. Huskies just swinging around the top key as they finally get an entrance pass there, but not able to connect is 12 Pithy, excuse me. Rebound for the Deacons as Huber gives it out to Payne in transition, right down to Mattern. Mattern out to Manuel, fakes the three, drives baseline. Not able to get it to go as the rebound comes down to Payne. Looks like they are going to call that out of bounds as it did hit the antenna or rope above the basketball hoop. Ball for the Huskies out of bounds here under the Deacons hoop. Tough time getting it in there, but they are able to get it in with just enough time to spare. DeVillers now gives it back to Pithy. Pithy over to 23, DeVries. Kaler down into the corner for three. Care for the three to get the Huskies on the board. Not able to connect as another rebound for the Deacons, and they try to extend their lead out to 10 or maybe even 11 with a three-point basket. Huber, Mattern, open layup, not able to get it to go as we do have a foul on the play, though. It looks like they are going to get a block called on the Huskies, which will send Mattern to the line for 2 shots. That'll be the first foul on number 23, Emily DeVries. Third team foul on the Huskies. First free throw attempt for Mattern is up and good. Into the game now for the Deacons will be Hannah Hodel for Olivia Manuel. And pending the next dead ball will be Liz Dabbert for Lydia Mattern. Second attempt for Mattern is up and no good, which will keep the Deacons lead at 9 points and Liz Dabbert at the scores table. Trap D there for the Deacons, but Carrot able to do an excellent job to get out of that. Huber shuts down Kaler down low into the corner for, looks like that will be Kaler again, and they are going to get a foul called on Mo Hakeem, it appears. That'll be her first of tonight's contest. Third foul on the Deacons as Liz Dabbert is finally able to check in for the Deacons. And if you're Coach Steve Jacobson of the Deacons, Anthony, you got to be pretty happy with the start that his team has produced.
Absolutely. They're doing exactly what they needed to do. They're putting their foot to the gas, and they're just keeping on.
Payne bringing the ball up for the Deacons. Hodel just able to corral that and gives it over to Huber. Nice quick pass to Payne outside to Dabbert for an open three-point attempt. Not able to connect as Kerr comes down with the board. Kerr, 2-point shot. She will get fouled on it. Will not go, but she will get 2 shots at the charity stripe for the Huskies. On the replay here, we will see that Hodel just got enough arm for the referee to call a foul on her. Haley Kerr at the line for the free throw attempts. That last foul was on Hannah Hodel as the first attempt is no good. That'll be Hodel's first foul of the game, 4th on the Deacons. Into the game for the Huskies will be number 2, Romerheim. Looks like 13, Kublo is also in for the Lady Huskies. Second attempt from the charity stripe is up and good, which will get the Huskies on the scoreboard this evening. Still down by 8, but finally a good sign that they're back up on the scoreboard. Payne over to Hodel. Hodel up top to Huber. Huber back to Hodel. Back up to Huber. Over to Dabbert. Down low to Payne. Open layup for Hodel. Not able to connect on the pass, though. The Deacons will have to kick it out. Hakeem going to work down low. Able to convert as it looked like it was going to be a tough shot, but she was able to get over the defender and get the basket for the Deacons. Nice trap D here for the Deacons. Almost a turnover, but Kerr just able to get the pass out for the transition. Open 3 there, 4. Looks like that's going to be number 23, DeVries, for a 3-point basket for the Lady Huskies. Hodel down low to Dabbert. Dabbert back to Hodel. Flip there, and it will be stolen. It's not stolen, actually, as Huber's able to get the ball back for the Deacons. Hakeem 2-point basket. Dabbert with the rebound. Open layup again for Payne. Couple misses there, but finally able to get it to go is Payne for the Deacons. Extends the lead back out to 9. We are going to have a travel there. Looks like that's going to be on number 13, Cubolo. Now checking back into the game for the Lady Huskies is DeVillers. To the bench will be number 23, Emily DeVries. Payne to Huber as she inbounds the ball. Huber controlling the offense. Over to Hodel to Dabbert in the corner. Dabber looking for someone to pass to, but it is stolen by 30. DeVillers making her presence known right away. She is off the bench and back into the game early. Care almost stolen by Payne. In fact, it will be stolen by Payne. Has an open hodl, but decides to take the 2-point floater. Not able to connect, as another rebound is corralled by the Huskies. Cubelow back up to Care. Back to Cubelow. Swings it over there to Kaler. Back to number 3, Care. Tough defense there, guarded by the Deacons. Able to get the basket to go there inside for the Huskies will be number 2, Romerheim. Huber with a 3-point attempt as it is an open shot. Able to connect. Extends the lead to 10 for the Deacons. Ladies, Huskies trying to get the ball across the court as time is close to expire, but they are just able to do so before the ref blows the whistle. Care taking the ball for the Deacons, leading the offense, for the Huskies. Dribbling back and forth as Hodel is the defender on her. Cubelow down in the corner near the Deacons bench, looking for someone to pass to, but looks like we are going to have a steal, and then a foul will be called on either DeVillers or Cubelow. We'll see who they get there as the guilty party. Looks like they are going to get 13 Cubelow, which will be her first of tonight's contest. 4th foul on the Huskies, so we'll have 4 fouls on each team. How important is it for each team to stay out of foul trouble so that their good players, or their better players, I shall say, can stay in the game?
Fouls are always really a big hindrance to a team. As soon as you start getting your top players out, it's really hard to make points and hard to play on defense as well.
Huber with another 3 attempt, just long, not able to get it to go, as we have another rebound for the Huskies. Out in transition, nice pass there inside to number 15, Heitkamp. Deacons ball now as they bring it up the floor with just under 10 minutes remaining in the first half. Huber inside, quick pass to Hodel. Gets swatted there out of bounds by number 23, DeVries. Hope Wilson into the game for the Deacons. Another senior leader there that Shanley and Coach Jacobson have, as she was forced into a travel there by the Husky defenders. Great defense by the Huskies as they have now kind of clicked in their defensive mode. Now we'll see if they're able to turn that into some baskets.
Absolutely. They've definitely started slowing down the Deacon offense here a little bit, which we need to try and reverse and start making some more points.
Kaler up top. Guarded closely there by Mattern and Wilson. Into the corner is number 23, DeVries. Tough defense by the Deacons. Do force another turnover. Not a turnover as they are going to call the kick ball on the play. Looks like it will turn over to the Deacons as Payne checks in for Huber. Won't be often if you're a Deacon fan that you see both Huber and Payne out for the Deacons. That will either be a good sign or a bad sign if they're winning by a lot or in fact losing by a lot. So just have to keep an eye on that if you are a Deacons fan. Dabber driving, almost forced into a turnover. Looks like they are going to keep the ball with the Deacons as it was kicked out of bounds by number 33, DeVillers. Payne throwing the ball in for the Deacons underneath the hoop. Finds Hodel in the corner, right back to Payne. Open to Hodel for an open 3. Not able to get it to go as Dabber brings down the rebound. Payne swing pass to Mattern. Mattern with a nice shot effect. Able to get the left-hand layup to go, which will be another 2 points for the Deacons. Extends to their largest lead of the game at 12 points. Turnover there for Wahpeton as Payne comes away with the ball for the Deacons. Payne bringing the ball up in transition out to Dabbert in the corner. Right back up to Hodel, guarded closely there by a number of players for the Huskies. Payne's 3-point attempt is no good as the rebound comes down to DeVillers. Kaler bringing the ball up the floor for the Huskies, right over to DeVillers in the corner as another steal there for Riley Payne as she now has 3 or 4 here in tonight's game. Quick pass there to Wilson, able to get it. Looks like they are going to have a jump ball called on the play, but it will stay with the Deacons as that is where the possession arrow is pointing. A number of players here into the game for both squads. Payne inbounding the ball for the Deacons, looking for someone to pass to. Finds Manuel up top. Guarded closely there by Kerr. Makes a nice move. Is able to give it up to Huber. Takes the open three-point attempt. Able to get it to go as it hits every part of the rim and falls in. 15-point lead here for the Deacons with about 7 minutes and 30 seconds remaining in the first half. See here if the Wahpeton Huskies can come back with a little bit of pressure of their own, as the Deacons have got on a little scoring run here. Into the corners, number 14, Allard with the three-point attempt, and it is good. Nice response there for the Lady Huskies. Cuts the deficit to 12. And if you're the Huskies, how big is it to get that basket to shut down their scoring run? As we see Hakeem get another basket there, how important is it to bounce back with a scoring run of your own?
It's incredibly important. They've been putting up shots all night. They've had opportunities and open shots, but they just haven't been able to make it in the basket. So that they're starting to start making those baskets is really important and will help change the tide of the game.
For sure, DeVillers inside. Nice pass there to a Wahpeton player. That'll be number 12, Pithy with the basket. Cuts the deficit back to 12 points for the Lady Huskies. A little energy here from the Wahpeton bench as the Deacons are trying to shut that noise out and get a basket of their own. Stolen ball here for the Lady Huskies as they have a 2-on-1. Almost stolen there by the Deacons as it hit a number of players and goes out of bounds. Back in for the Huskies with number 24, Jordan Kaler. In for number 12, Sam Pithy. Looks like we are going to have another timeout on the floor. Timeout Shanley. And if you're Brian Watson and the Huskies coach here, what are you telling your team after the Deacons have extended the lead out to 12?
Keep making shots. Keep putting up shots. Don't pay attention to the scoreboard and just keep working away.
Absolutely. Most coaches will tell their team shots will eventually fall, even if they aren't right now, as we see another shot there fall for Hadley Huber in that replay. You know, Payne and Huber doing an excellent job as the senior leaders, both having 4 years of varsity experience. Count 5 if you count their 8th grade year. So a lot of experience coming out of Deacons huddle. We'll see if that plays a role later in tonight's game.
I think it certainly will. They've both been having a great game tonight, both of them making shots and able to get rebounds down in the paint. So it's very important that they keep showing that leadership tonight.
14 Allard throws the ball in for the Lady Huskies. Back to Allard in the corner. Almost fumbles it, but is able to kick it over to Ramarine. Tightly guarded there's care by Huber. Little 3-on-3 matchup for you folks. Looks like we are going to have a foul on the play as the Shanley crowd is questioning that call by the referee, but it looks like he had enough to call the foul there. That sends Jordan Kaler to the line for 2 shots as that foul will be called on number 3, Hadley Huber, her first of the matchup. First one for the Lady Huskies is no good. Second attempt is good. Cuts lead down to 10. Excuse me, that first one was good as lead is cut down now to 10 points. Matter now with the near side pass to Payne over to Manuel. Huber looking for someone to find. Takes a shot of her own for the third 3 of the game. And boy, is she feeling it here tonight as she connects on yet another 3, extending the lead out to 13 for the Shanley Deacons. Huskies set up their offense against this 3-2 defense of the Deacons. Care controlling the ball up top. Swings it right away inside. And stolen ball there for the Deacons. Huber bringing the ball up the floor for the Lady Deeks. Payne looks inside to Madden. Nice pass there from Payne to Madden, but not able to connect. And it will be Huskies basketball. Stolen ball there by Huber and Hakeem. Huber pass over to Payne for an open layup. Not able to connect as another open layup is missed for the Deacons.
Even though it did get called out of bounds, that was a great example of sticking with a play there by the Deacons.
Looks like we are going to have a foul on the play, actually. The ref will call the foul on number 5, Riley Payne, which will be her first of the game. Liz Dabber and Hannah Hodel checking in for the Deacons. As the next foul on the Deacons will lead the Lady Huskies into the bonus. Looks like the senior leader for the Deacons is questioning the ref on what the foul call there. And Huber looks like she's happy with what she heard. Can't really tell from here. We'll have to figure that out eventually. Bring the ball up the floor for Huskies is Care. Up to DeVillers. Into the corner there is Kaler. Kaler with an open three-point attempt. Not able to go as she misses everything. Kaler with another three-point attempt for the Huskies. Not able to get that to go as well. But a rebound by Kaler. Nice rebound there. And able to get the tough two-point basket to go. Cuts the deficit to 11 points. Huber to Payne. Payne driving there. Gets the ball tied up, and we will have a jump ball on the play as the Huskies faithful is loving it over on their side. Possession arrow pointed to the Huskies. Checking in is 23 DeVries for Brian Watson's squad. Looks like the Deacons will only play some court defense here, and it looks like they are going to just match up and on a regular man-to-man defense. Shows their versatility and how they're able to switch from one defense to another just like that. Tough defense there by the Deacons. Looks like DeVries is able to get the rebound and get it to go, cutting the lead to single digits for Lady Huskies. 9 points separates the Deacons and the Huskies. Huskies fans coming to life as Hakeem is able to get the basket to go, extending that lead back out to 11 for the Deacons.
Great job by Mo there to respond to this coming momentum swing from Huskies. It's important that we keep on top of that.
Huber guarding Care closely there. She's looking for somewhere to go. Tough D there by Huber. Gives it over to DeVillers. Trapped there by Huber and Hakeem as they will force a turnover and a travel call. Into the game for the Huskies will be number 12, Sam Pithy. Huber bringing the ball up the floor for the Deacons as it looks like the Huskies are going to play a little 1-3-1 trap zone. Tip ball there for the Huskies, but it will stay with the Deacons as it looks like it touched either Care or Kaler in the corner over there. Payne with the ball now in front of the Huskies bench. Finds an open hodl. Back up to Dabbert. Up top to Huber. Quick pass into Payne. Payne able to connect on this layup and extends the lead to 13 for the Deacons. They found themselves at 30 points. Care setting the offense up for the Huskies with just about 3 minutes left in the first half. DeVries driving middle, shut down there by Dabbert. We are going to have a tied ball up there, and it looks like it is going to turn over to the Deacons as the next jump ball will be in favor of the Huskies. Back into the game for the Deacons will be number 14, Olivia Manuel. Huskies playing their 1-3-1 trap zone as Huber brings it up the left side here. Gives it right away to Manuel, but a tipped pass by number 12, Pithy. Payne to Huber up top. Huber looking for someone to pass to. Finds Payne. Quick swing pass to Hodel. Hodel drives middle. Brian Watson and his team wanted to travel, but not going to get one called as rebound goes to Manuel. Quick pass there from Payne to Huber. One dribbled there and a jump shot. Not able to get it to go. As another rebound comes down to Manuel. Throws up a two-point shot. Another rebound by Mo Hakeem there and able to get it to go. After a couple attempts and rebounds, Deacons finally able to get some points out of that possession.
Perfect job sticking with the play there by the Lady Deacons.
DeVries driving right side there, able to get past a couple Deacon defenders and gets the layup to go. Huber with the ball, finds Manuel down low on the block. Quick pass out to Payne for the three-point attempt. Not able to go as it is just long. Rebound there by Care for the Huskies. Out in transition now is, looks like 24 Kaler. We are going to have a foul on the play as she did go up hard and got fouled. That'll be the second on Hadley Huber. As we see on the replay here, just got a little too much arm and not enough ball, says the ref. 2 shots at the line for Kaler. First one rattles around and falls through. Second from the charity stripe for Kaler is up and also good, going 2 for 2 from the line. Huber gets trapped there by Lady Huskies, able to find her senior veteran counterpart, Riley Payne. Long 2-point basket, not able to get it go as her rebound comes down to DeVillers. Kerr up top, bringing the ball up the floor for the Lady Huskies. Kerr over to 12 Pithy, right away to DeVries inside, kicks out to Kaler for an open 3-point attempt, not able to get it to go as it's just long, and another rebound by Riley Payne. Huber over to Payne. Another open 3-point attempt from Huber, almost gets it to go as the rebound comes down to Kaler. With just about a minute left, outlet pass from Kaler goes right out of bounds as no one touched it, and it will be another turnover as it heads back in the favor of the Deacons. Back into the game for the Huskies appears to be number 14, Allard. And Anthony, how important is it to get that last scoring run of the half, getting that confidence going into halftime?
Incredibly important. If you can score before half, then you know you can score after half. And so if they can get that score, it might help a momentum swing for the Huskies.
For sure, as we do have a foul on the play. Looks like that will send Mo Hakeem to the line for 2 shots. They're going to get that on number 12, Pithy, with the foul. First attempt from Hakeem is up and just short. Actually misses everything. As into the game for the Huskies will be number 15, Bailey Heitkamp. Second attempt from Hakeem is up and also no good as she goes 0 for 2 from the free throw line. Nice defense there by Manuel. Looks like we are going to have a travel on the play by Heitkamp as Payne was right in the grill of Heitkamp, forcing that turnover. Senior Huber will now bring the ball up the floor for the Deacons. Setting up the offense, looking for someone to pass to. Finds Manuel on the near side, straight in to Hakeem with a nice pass, but not able to get it to go. Gets the rebound, not able to get it to go again. Huber with another 3-point open attempt. And that one is able to go. That is her 4th 3 of the game, and boy, Anthony, is she feeling it tonight.
She's having an incredible game, just leading the team in scores.
Inside there is Heitkamp. Looks like she is going to get called for a travel as she did roll on her back. And the ref says, no, that is not good enough, and it will be another turnover for the Huskies. Shanley faithful reminding their team that there's 10 seconds and that they can hold for the last shot. Hakeem looking for someone to pass to as she's not known to be out there. Another 3-point attempt for Huber is able to hit the glass and go in as that'll be her 5th 3 this game. And the Shanley faithful on their feet cheering their team as they enter the halftime break.
Wow, boy, what an incredible way to end the half.
And that's exactly what you need if you're Steve Jacobson and the Deacons going into halftime. If you're Brian Watson and the Wahpeton team, what do you need to do to win the game after a tough first half?
It's important to keep the team motivated. Make them remember that you can always fight back from a deficit. And they've had a lot of shots. They've had a lot of open threes that the Deacons haven't been able to defend. They just need to capitalize and get the ball into the hoop.
And before we go for our halftime break, we do have some stats for you. For the Deacons, Huber leads them with 17, and inside Hakeem with 8. On the other side, Wahpeton DeVries has 9 points with Kaler at 4 points. We will be back in about 9 minutes for second half of girls basketball on Shanley TV. But before we go, remember, from an ad for our Deacon partners. Hello and welcome back. And before we get back into the game, we would like to remind you that Shanley TV is made possible in part by the Shanley Athletic Club and their generous members. Check out their website today at shanleyathleticlub.com to learn how your membership contributes to Shanley TV, the Deacon Den, and many other student-athlete needs. While you're there, be sure to renew your annual membership by clicking the Join Now button or become a member if you're not one already. It is easy to become a member and anyone can join, so sign up today. The Shanley Athletic Club, taking Deacon Athletics to a higher level. Well, Anthony, before we get underway here for some second half basketball from McCormick Gymnasium, what does each team need to do to be successful and win this game in the second half?
Shanley needs to start shutting down on Wahpeton's shots. They've had a lot of open shots, and another thing that the Deacons need to watch for is the Huskies in transition. They had a problem with West Fargo on Tuesday with the Packers in transition, so they need to watch for that with the Huskies. And as far as the Huskies, they need to start shutting down Shanley's shots. There's nobody in particular other than maybe Hadley they need to shut down.
So it looks like both teams are ready here. We will be underway from McCormick Gymnasium for second half action. Huskies will get the ball first to start the second half. Deacons applying a 1-3-1 zone, as we have not seen that yet tonight, but does not surprise anyone as they are known for playing multiple defenses. Inside pass there, guarded by McKeem, and she will block it out of bounds, and it will stay with the Huskies. Inbounding the ball for the Huskies will be number 12, Pithy. Kaler with a block shot there from Hakeem, but DeVries not able to come up with it as Payne is able to get it and outlets it to Hakeem, who gives it right over to the point guard, Huber. Nice pass there from Huber to Payne, almost travels, but able to get it to Mattern, makes a nice move, gets the layup to go, and it'll be a quick start here for the Deacons as they extend their lead out to 19. And as we have a little break here, I would just like to remind you that the boys game is being played in Wahpeton, and the score of that is 25-21 in favor of the Huskies at halftime. We will try to keep you updated on that score as the game progresses. Driving is Kaler, not able to hit on anything as the Deacons get another rebound. Quick transition pass from Huber to Hakeem, makes one move and goes up for the layup, and it looks like we will have a foul on the play. Looks like they're going to get that foul on DeVries. Will be her second of the game. Hakeem at the line, shooting 2. First attempt is up and perfect. Extends the lead to 20 for the Deacons. Second shot from the charity stripe is also up and perfect. 2 for 2 from the line is Hakeem. Bring the ball for the Huskies will be number 3, Kerr. Brian Watson not happy with his team as none of them were really moving to get the offense going. We'll have to see if they switch that around and make him a little bit happier as the game goes on.
It's important to keep energy going and keep moving around, especially when you're on offense.
Kerr with the ball, being trapped there by Manuel and Huber. Not closely, but is enough to be in the passing lanes. Kaler into the corner. Stolen ball there by Mattern. Payne now with the defender on her back. Quick transition pass from Manuel. Manuel driving middle, gives it over to Huber. Nice quick passer, but is stolen by 30 DeVillers. Looks like we will get a foul call there on Hadley Huber as she was trying to get the ball there from number 24, Kaler. That will be the third personal on Hadley Huber, first on the Deacons this half. DeVries over to DeVillers, looking for someone to pass to. Finds a cutting Wahpeton player there, but not able to get it to go is Pithy. Huber now slowing down the offense for the Deacons. Guarded closely there by Kerr. Looking for someone to pass to as Kerr is right in her face, but is able to get it off to Payne. Payne almost dribbles it off herself out of bounds, but able to control it. Swing pass over to Huber, able to save it, gets it into Mattern. Mattern with a 2-point back. And it will be blocked, it looks like. And we will have a pushing foul on the play. Looks like Riley Payne is going to get called for the foul as she has her hands up in question there. But does not matter as the ref already called that. That will be the second personal foul on Payne as well as the second on the Deacons this half. Kerr over to DeFries in front of the Wahpeton bench. Gives it into the corner to Pithy. Trapped there by Mattern and Payne. It looks like Pithy made a smart play there and threw it off of Payne as again she questions the call. Looks like we do have our first shout out of the evening from my mom, Connie Altringer. Thanks for tuning in, Mom, and thanks for all your support over the years. Huber now bringing the ball up to court for the Deacons. Payne with the ball, looking for someone to pass to. She's trapped there in the corner. Is Matter in front of the bench. Nice fake there. Gives a pass over to Payne. We will have a foul, and the basket goes, which will create an opportunity at the 3-point play for Payne. On the replay here, we see a nice bounce pass from Mattern to Payne. Able to get it to go, as we will have the foul called on 30 DeVillers. First on her this evening, as well as the second on the Huskies this half. 3-point play is completed there by Payne from the charity stripe. Extends lead to 24 for the Deacons. What do the Lady Huskies need to do, Anthony, to get back in this ball game?
They just need to shut down shots by the Deacons. We keep making them, and they need to put pressure on Deacons.
Up top is Pithy. Swings it over to Kerr in the corner. Kerr brings the ball back up to Kaler. Kaler over to DeVillers in front of her own bench. Tries to drive middle, but will get greeted there by a couple of Deacon players, and it will be a turnover with the ball going into the hands of Payne, who gives it to Huber with an open lane there. Tries to get it to Hakeem, but it will get stolen, and they will get a foul called on Hakeem as she tries to get the ball back for the Deacons. That will be the second of the evening on Hakeem, as we do have a timeout on the floor. It will be full timeout by the Huskies. And if you're the Deacons head coach and Steve Jacobson, what are you telling his team as they're up now 24 points with about 14 minutes left in the game?
Just keep playing right. They're starting to get a little sloppy. I'm seeing a couple more fouls here in the second half. So what they need to do is make sure to slow down, not have too many fouls, and just keep on keeping on.
And folks, don't forget that you can connect with Shanley TV on social media, get the latest updates about Shanley sports teams, plus reminders about upcoming broadcasts. Like our Facebook page today at facebook.com/ShanleyTV, or follow us on Twitter at ShanleyTV. With about 14 minutes remaining here in tonight's matchup, looks like Liz Dabbert will check in here for the Deacons. Not sure who they're going to bring off the floor, but the coach, Jacobson, looks like he saw something he liked and wants to use her on the floor. You know, a lot of people talk about tempo and how the pace always needs to be fast, but in tonight's matchup, we've seen a different style of play and a little bit slower play, and then at times it speeds up. How important is it to get a good mix and push the ball when you have those opportunities?
It's absolutely important. If you're going too fast all the time, you'll run out of energy and you can't take advantage of fast break plays. And so it's good to have that balance, and I think the Deacons are doing a real good job with that, and Huskies are competing right with them.
Huskies definitely trying to bounce back after a tough loss to Valley City last Tuesday. It looks like they lost 76-41, so they definitely want to bounce back and get a little more confidence in them before they have some more conference games. But their schedule does not get easier as it appears they have Devils Lake and Cheyenne next, two tough teams from last year who returned some key players, so we'll have to see how they respond. Looks like we are going to have a travel on that last possession, so it will be a turnover to the Deacons. Huber, quick pass to Manuel into the corner for Dabber, who gives it right back to her counterpart Manuel, who's able to control it. Drives left side, gets swatted there by DeVries, but the Deacons able to control the ball. Huber trying to drive baseline, gets stopped there by DeVillers. Able to get it back though, tries to put up a layup attempt. Looks like we have another block there by DeVries. And it looks like we'll have an out of bounds call on the Huskies, so it will stay with the Deacons. They are going to say the Huskies did have possession of the ball, so it will set back to 30 seconds on the shot clock for the Lady Deacons. Manuel up top, looking for Huber in the corner. Can't find her. Drives left side, puts up the layup, and gets it to go off the glass. Nice touch there by Manuel for the 2-point basket. In the corner is DeVries for the Huskies. Kicks it back out to Kaler. Kicks it right into Pithy with a nice pass. DeVries with an open three-point attempt. Not able to get it to go as Mattern comes down with the rebound. Looks like she's going to push the pace a little bit for the Deacons, but it looks like it's not going to work out as they will turn the ball over to the Huskies. Trying to get the ball back is Mattern. Not able to do so as the Huskies are able to keep in control of the basketball. Brian Watson calling out the play he would like, and Kerr setting up the ball for the Huskies. Into the corner for Kerr. Inside to DeVillers. Back to Kerr. A lot of Huskies here on the near side as they extend the ball over to Whaler, who gets a wide open shot there but not able to connect. Huber bringing the ball up the floor for the Deacons over to Mattern. Mattern fakes a pass there. Back up to Huber. Back right away to Mattern, who gives it to Dabber in the corner. Tries to find Hakeem but gets past her to Huber, who then does find Hakeem inside and goes to work and will get the foul called. How important is it for the Deacons that they can trust someone inside to either get the shot up or get a foul called on them?
It's been great. Mo's been doing a great job so far this year, and it's been really helpful for the Deacons to have somebody down in the paint who will be reliable in making shots, or at the very least, making these free throws.
First attempt from Hakeem rattles in and out and will be no good. Number of players checking in here for both teams as that last foul was called on number 12, Pithy. That will be her third of tonight's contest. Second attempt from Hakeem is up and good, so goes 1 for 2 from the line. Kerr bringing the ball up for the Deacons, or for the Huskies, excuse me. Swings it over there to Allard, it looks like. Into the corner for Kubala. Back out for Kaler. And she's able to get the three-point basket to go. Finally gets the Huskies on the board again this half. Payne now controlling the ball for the Deacons. Gets a long two-point attempt open. Not able to get it to go as it is just a little long. Looks like we are going to have a travel call there on Hakeem, so we'll turn the ball back over to the Huskies. You know, how important is it for both teams to stay away from their turnovers and not have a lot of unforced turnovers?
Incredibly important. It always slows down an offense when you get turnovers.
Looks like we are going to have a tip pass there off of Payne, so it will stay with the Lady Huskies.
Especially for the Huskies, it's important that they start a momentum and then keep it going and avoid having any turnovers or fouls.
With one of the Huskies falling down, they are able to get the ball, and it looks like it will be Kaler in the corner, driving middle with a nice pass inside to DeVries for a two-point basket.
Well done. Those are exactly the plays they need to keep doing if they want to try and catch up to the Deacons here.
And those are the exact plays that will start some momentum shifts if they can get a stop here. Huskies bench urging their team to get a little stop here, and it looks like they will as the rebound comes down to Kaler. Kaler telling her team to get the ball across half court as they want to avoid the 10-second violation. Shot stuffed there by Hakeem at the rim. Dabber inside pass to Hodel, just able to hold on to it, who gives it back to Dabber for an open attempt. Not good as a couple players for the Huskies and Deacons fall there as both sides wanted a foul called on their opponent. Looks like she was looking inside for DeVries, able to corral it, not able to get it to go as Hakeem comes down with the board for the Deacons. Payne guarded closely there by Kerr outside, drives left, not able to get the basket to go, and not a foul on the play, so it will be Huskies ball. Nice pass there from Kaler to Kerr for a two-point basket. 20-point deficit for the Lady Huskies now. And if you're Brian Watson, why'd you take that time out there? Was it to tell your team something that he saw, or was it just a quick breather?
I definitely think it was to give them a bit of a pep talk and a motivator, because it looks like they're coming out here with a lot more fire and a lot more energy, and they're playing real scrappy, and they're getting the points they need down, especially in the paint.
On the replay there, we saw a nice shot off the glass and in for Manuel. As we have about 10 minutes remaining in tonight's matchup. 20-point margin of lead for the Deacons as both teams are set to break their timeout huddles. Looks like the Shanley coaches are speaking with one of the officials over there, and Coach Jacob pulls his assistant away as he was getting a little heated, so we'll have to see if any technical or any other fouls come out of that conversation. Looks like Coach Watson set up the defense he would like in a 1-3-1 for the Huskies. It'll be Kerr just in front of the half-court line, guarding Huber. They are going to try to trap her, and they are going to force a turnover there with a 3-on-1 for the Huskies. See if they can take advantage. Easy layup by Kaler to get the Huskies within 18 points of the Deacons.
That's the transitions that Huskies need to take advantage of and the Deacons need to watch out for.
Wilson with a 2-point shot, and it is perfect. Not common, we hear her name, but very huge for the Deacons as they have a couple players out tonight. Kerr leading the offense for the Lady Huskies. Mattern there to stop and able to corral the rebound, which will then be granted a foul on the play. Looks like that foul will be on number 13, Kubala. That'll be her second. Hodel trapped here on the near side, able to get to the right side, but then trapped again. Finally finds Huber, who finds Madden with a nice pass inside for the layup, and 2 points for the Deacons. 22 margin of lead for the Deacons. Looks like the Deacons will respond with a 1-3-1 zone of their own. We'll see how the Huskies handle it as they do have a turnover right away. Dabbert to Hodel in transition. See if she can finish at the basket. Not able to connect as it's just a little strong on the floater there. You know, and if you're both coaches here, you got to be a little annoyed with how their team has handled those easy baskets, as they should be free points, but both teams missing some easy ones inside, as we do see an easy one connected there on for the Huskies.
Absolutely. Those are free points that you just can't give up, especially in a game when you're down by 20 points.
Those are the points that can extend the lead even more and put the game out of reach, as we have another three by Hadley Huber this evening. That'll be her 6th three of the game, and boy, is she feeling it tonight. Next dead ball, we will have a couple of subs for each team here, as they do want to get their tired players off the floor. Tough defense for Huber. She's able to poke the ball loose and get that turnover, and gets it stolen right back from her by, looks like that'll be Allard on the play. Easy basket there by Keller, as we see another easy one miss, but then she is able to get the rebound and put it right back up.
Good job for sticking with the play there to the Huskies.
Hodel guarded closely here by DeVillers on the near side. Struggling to find someone to pass to, but we will have a foul called there. And it looks like that will be called on number 3, Haley Kerr. That'll be her first of the game, so pretty clean game from her tonight. But that will be the 5th team foul on the Huskies, and we will have to pay attention to that, as once they hit 7 fouls, the Deacons will be in the bonus for the remainder of the game. Payne throwing the ball in for the Deacons, finds Huber up top, looks for Hakeem down low with a nice pass, but not able to corral it. It's Hakeem right away, but then gets the ball back and puts it up and gets awarded the foul call. On the replay here, we see Huber with a nice entrance pass to Hakeem, and Hakeem makes a nice strong move, and the ref spots the foul. That foul will be called on number 30, DeVillers, her 2nd of the game. First shot is good for Hakeem. Second attempt for Hakeem is up and no good as it rattles out. Looks like that's going to be tipped off of Mattern. They are going to say it is tipped off of Mattern, and it will be Wahpeton basketball. Setting up the offense for the Huskies is Kaler. Inside shot there for the Huskies, not able to get it to go, and a strong rebound inside for Hakeem. Mattern drives baseline, finds Manuel back up top with an open three-point attempt. Not able to get it to go as the Huskies push the ball in transition. Kaler with the two-point bank shot, able to get it to go. Cuts the deficit back to 20 for the Huskies. You know, how important is it for the Deacons to keep using Hakeem's advantage in size and her height to help them win this ball game?
It's worked well so far tonight, so I think it's very important. If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Looks like they are going to get a timeout on the play. Nice heads-up play there by Payne to get the timeout call, as they could have either called the travel or a jump ball, but her IQ pays off there from her 4 years playing varsity. On the replay here, we see a nice pass from Hodel, the senior Wilson, for the two-point shot, and is able to get it to go. How nice is it to have players off the bench that you don't see play too often, but they're able to come in and make their presence known right away? How important is that?
Any team that has depth is a team that can go both halves, and so that's really important to have, especially as you progress in the season, you start facing more tough teams. The Deacons are really going to need that depth.
As well as injuries could face them, as we've already seen 2 players go down for the Deacons, and Kate Busick and Emily Strema. Huge losses for them, but so far they have responded really well, and a few players have stepped up for them, so we'll see if that continues for them this season. Payne inbounding the ball for the Deacons. Right into Mattern, back to Payne, who's going to take that three-point shot, but swatted on the play and tipped by DeVillers. So it will be Wahpeton basketball as Payne tries to get the ball back. Aggressive play there from both teams, but it will be a fair play, and we will have a jump ball called on the play. Payne inbounding the ball again for the Deacons. Quick entrance pass to Lydia Mattern. Mattern thinking about the attempt, but swings over to Payne, who gives it back to Huber, who makes a couple moves and gets inside pass to Payne, who will then get awarded another foul call. Huskies struggling the past couple minutes with their fouls as the Deacons are sent back to the line for 2 shots. That'll be the 3rd foul on Cassie DeVillers this evening. First attempt from Payne is up and good. Second attempt from the line for Payne is also up, but no good as it hits the back iron. So goes 1 for 2 from the line. Allard in the corner over, switches it over to Kerr up top, who then sets up the offense and gets a new play called. Allard in front of her coach, swings it over to DeVries. DeVries telling her players where to go as she needs someone to pass to. Kerr, nice entrance pass, but gets stolen immediately by Payne. At the next dead ball for the Huskies, 24 Kaler will be checking in as we get another basket there from Hakeem. Still taking advantage of that mismatch inside, and is proven to be very valuable for the Deacons as they extend the lead to 23. Bounce pass from DeVillers. Open shot attempt for number 12, Cubelo. That'll be Pithy, but not able to connect. Huber bringing the ball up for the Deacons. Looks like the Huskies will retreat into their man-to-man defense, as we will have another foul called on the play. So for the remainder of the game, the Deacons will be in the bonus. On the replay here, we see a nice pass from Manuel to Payne, who then gets the foul called there. And it looks like she did get a lot of ball. So questionable call there from the refs, but players seem to agree with the call. That will be the 4th foul of the game on Pithy, which will award her a seat on the bench for a couple minutes, as Brian Watson does not want her to foul out with 5 minutes remaining. Payne also able to connect on the second attempt, which extends the lead to 25 for the Deacons. Kerr over to Allard in front of her coach. Tipped pass there, but Kaler's able to give it to Kerr in the corner with an open 3 and is able to connect. Another 3 for the Lady Huskies. Nice pass from Huber to Payne inside, and Payne's able to connect on a layup. Boy, do they have a connection, not only tonight, but the past couple years. If they have played together since they were really young. DeVillers with a tough shot attempt there, not able to get it to go as the Deacons push out in transition right away. Swing pass from Manuel to Dabbert. Payne with the ball in the corner, gets it back to Dabbert and up to Huber to set up the offense. Quick pass again inside to Payne. Couple of those tonight, and will be awarded to the free throw line with a foul being called. Again, we see a nice pass from a Deacon player inside to Payne on the replay. That will be the third foul on Emily DeVries this evening, and the next foul on the Lady Huskies will result in the double bonus for the Deacons. First one is good for Payne, as back into the game for the Huskies is Pithy with those 4 fouls. Second attempt for Payne at the charity stripe is good as it rattles in and falls down.
Deacons have been doing a great job tonight of making sure to capitalize on penalty shots there.
Down low is Kaler, almost turns it over to Huber, and there will be a turnover on the play as the ball rolls to Payne. And you know, the Huskies may not be able to get back into this game, but how much of a confidence booster is it if they can cut it down under 20 with the remaining 4 minutes?
That's absolutely great to do, especially for a team like the Huskies from a smaller school. They a lot of times have a harder time with these sorts of athletic competitions. So to get the score nice and close would be really important for them tonight.
They are a small school, but they have produced some very good talent in the past couple of years, with Tylee Irwin being a grad of a couple of years ago, now playing collegiate basketball at South Dakota State and making her appearance known for South Dakota State, as she has worked her way up into the starting lineup with their Sweet 16 run last year. That foul will be on number 24, Jordan Kaler, her second of the game. Huber's first attempt from the line is good. Second attempt from the line is good. Rattles around and falls for Huber, extending the lead to just shy of 30 points for the Lady Deacons.